The following is a feature presentation of Chainbridge District Sports. The leader in Pinewood Derby television.
It's race night and we are trackside. Hello again everybody, Alan Mack coming to you from the blockhouse here at Undisclosed Location Motor Speedway in Arlington, Virginia. We're here getting set for night 5 of the 2021 Chainbridge District Pinewood Derby. Last night, Bears number 414 Sean from pack 2473 had a strong showing here on the track, earning the district championship and the Bears spot in the district finals at the end of the week. Tonight, the Webelos have the floor. One Webelos scout will win the Webelos District Championship and a trip to the district finals. It's been a great week of races thus far, and we're just minutes away from doing it again. The Webelos Preliminaries of the 2021 Chainbridge District Pinewood Derby coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned for racing.
The 2021 Chainbridge District Pinewood Derby is sponsored by Peel Out brand dry lubricant. Fast starts begin when you peel out. Buffy's all-night spray booth for when you absolutely positively spent too much time on your Pinewood Derby car design. Stick Right sticker sticking tape because that other car numbering product doesn't work very well.
Welcome back to the 2021 Pinewood Derby. I'm Alan Mack. The virtual crowd is getting settled in to scream and cheer at their computer screens in support of tonight's Webelos Preliminaries. Can't see the crowd, but you can hear their voices all right. A quick reminder about the format of tonight's preliminary race for the Webelos. Each racer will race down each lane on the track, so 6 lanes, 6 heats per racer. There are 13 Webelos in this year's race, so 13 heats in tonight's preliminary round. At the end of that round, each racer's slowest heat time will be dropped. We will then add up the remaining 5 heat times to get each racer's total time. The 6 Webelos racers with the lowest total times will advance to the Webelos Finals later tonight. In the Webelos Finals, we'll use the same scoring system as we did in the preliminaries. The racer with the lowest total time at the end of the 6-heat final round will win the Webelos District Championship. Plus, as a special bonus this year, tonight's Webelos District Champion earns a berth in the Chainbridge District Grand Finals at the end of the week. It's a 6-heat sprint among the 6 district champions to determine the overall 2021 Chainbridge District Champion. A quick note about track records in 2021. As you're watching tonight's races, you may notice that this year's track looks just like the track that Chainbridge District has used for many years. And in fact, this year's track is the same model and length as Chainbridge's normal track, but it's not the same track. With a different track in use this year, rather than tracking district records, we've been simply calling out 2021 track records and 2021 rank records, Lions record, Tigers record, that sort of thing, as the races have gone on. Those are simply the fastest times we've seen up to that point in this year's race. So, that is what you need to know before tonight's Webelos Preliminaries. Here are your race officials for this evening. And the race marshal, Mrs. Ann McPhail, is getting the first heat of Webelos set up on the track. Webelos Scouts, the Webelos District Championship and a trip to the District Grand Finals are on the line tonight. To have a shot at the top prize, you first need to finish in the top 6 in the preliminary round. Let's see which of you will rise to the occasion. Webelos, prepare to qualify. So 13 racers means we've got 13 heats in the preliminary round tonight. Let's meet the starting lineup for Heat 1, presented by Stick Right Sticker Sticking Tape. In lane 1, representing Pack 104, number 501, Clara, the 59 Cadillac Eldorado. In lane 2, representing Pack 149, number 504, Caleb. In lane 3, representing Pack 194, number 506, Ben, and Old Glory. Making his 3rd consecutive Chainbridge District appearance, the 2018 Tigers champion, number 508, Tyler. Making his 2nd Chainbridge District appearance, from Pack 861, number 511, Mateo. Making his 2nd Chainbridge District appearance, from Pack 126, number 503, Elias, and Red Viper. Those are the first 6 Webelos competitors in the 2021 Chainbridge District Pinewood Derby. You've met them, now let's see what they can do. Heat number 1 is ready to roll. Madam Starter. First heat for the Webelos is complete, and it being the first run for the Webelos this year, number 508 Tyler sets the initial 2021 Webelos Chainbridge District record. 2.5866 the time. Number 511 Mateo in 2nd, 2.6066, with number 503 Elias taking 3rd at 2.6187. And just a quick note about the display of scores on the big board. On the far right side of your screen, we show you the time differences between each racer and the prior racer in the standings, and then also how far that racer was off the lead time in that heat. If it's an especially close race, those differences are highlighted in yellow. If it's super close, you might see times highlighted in red, too. Those are the really close finishes. Something to watch for as you're enjoying the races tonight. Getting set now on the track for heat number 2, and we've got 4 new scouts joining the race. Making his 2nd Chainbridge District appearance, number 505 Thomas, and Bone Dry. In lane 3, representing Pack 632, number 507, Gunner. In lane 4, representing Pack 641, number 509, Max, the Flash. In lane number 5, representing Pack 1127, number 512, Luke. So, Luke, Max, Gunner, and Thomas joining Caleb and Elias in the outside lanes here in heat number 2. Madam Starter. Out of lane 1, the red lane. It's Elias in the appropriately named Red Viper. Out in front in heat 2. 2.5924 the winning time. Behind him, Max flashing his way to a 2nd place finish at 2.6180, followed by Caleb from Pack 149, 2.6287. Looking a little further down the big board, looks like we had a super tight battle for 4th place between Gunner and Thomas, with Gunner coming out on top by a mere 7/10,000ths of a second. Let's take another look. Elias to the far left in lane 1, with Max's Flash Racer in the orange lane and Caleb to the outside in the yellow lane. A little further back, Gunner and Thomas demonstrating just how close 7/10,000ths of a second really is. A tight finish for those two. The race marshal now setting up heat number 3 for the Webelos. Let's meet the new drivers joining the race. Making his 2nd consecutive Chainbridge District appearance, number 513, Alex. Representing Pack 665, number 510, Jason. So Jason and Alex, the new racers in heat number 3 for the Webelos. 2nd runs for everyone else. Madam Starter. Out of lane 6, number 510, Jason, new to the race, and now newly added to the list of heat winners for the Webelos. 2.5873 is the time. Right behind Jason, number 511, Mateo, with his second consecutive second place. Say that 10 times fast. 2.6073, and number 509, Max, who moves down to third after placing second in his previous run in Heat 2, 2.6132. Jason out in front from the yellow lane to the right, with Mateo and the rest of the field about a half car length behind. Heat 4 now in the blocks. Second runs for everyone except number 501, Clara. The 59 Cadillac Eldorado racer coming off her best time of the round thus far, 2.6390, hoping for more in Heat 4. And looks like the field is set. Madam Starter. From the blue lane, lane 2, number 508, Tyler, has his second win in as many runs down the speedway. 2.6060 the time for the purplish racer. Jason right behind him in second, 2.6119. And number 512, Luke, makes the top three for the first time at 2.6231. Tyler, Jason, and Luke, 1, 2, 3, right across the center of your screen. Luke showing some good speed in Heat 4 after a sluggish start in Heat 2. We're 5 heats in for the Webelos, and our 13th and final racer is finally on the schedule in this heat. Let's meet him. Making his third consecutive Chainbridge District appearance, number 514, Lucas. So Lucas with the last debut of the round here in Heat 5. Second run for Alex in lane 6, third runs for everyone else. Madam Starter. Number 513, Alex, finishes on top here in Heat 5, 2.6174. Number 505, Thomas in the Bone Dry Mobile with a strong run as well. His time of 2.6340, his fastest of the round thus far. Number 508, Tyler in third, 2.6407. And number 503, Elias in fourth, 2.6435. Now those times are the slowest times of the round for Tyler and Elias, and a full 0.06 of a second off the current 2021 Webelos track record Tyler set in Heat 1. Tyler and Elias both need to bounce back from those performances if they hope to make the top 6. That win for Alex, a huge step up from his previous run in Heat 3 when he finished 4th. Alex looking to stay in positive territory as the Webelos Finals loom ahead for these racers. Heat 6 now up for the Webelos. Ben, Max, Gunnar, and Thomas's times all trending faster after their last runs. The Pinewood Derby is all about momentum, so let's see if those trends continue. Madam Starter. Out of the orange lane, lane 4, it's Mateo out in front. 2.5880, his best time of the round thus far, and more than a full 100th of a second better than his prior best in Heat 1. Number 509, Max in second, 2.5968, and a solid time for number 507, Gunnar as well. Gunnar finishes in third for the first time, and his time of 2.6286 is his best, nearly 0.03 of a second better than his first run in Heat 2. Next up for the Webelos, Heat 7. Pack 641's Max in the yellow lane now with 3 faster heats in a row. Number 504, Caleb, settling into the blocks next to him for his third run down the speedway. First time we've seen Caleb since Heat 2. Let's see if the long break affects his performance. Madam Starter. And Caleb shakes off any doubts about the long break between heats as he sprints to victory in Heat 7. 2.5946 the winning time, Caleb's best run of the night by nearly 2.5 of a second. After Caleb, lots of yellow in those right-hand columns, tells us it was a super close race from first to fourth. Number 510, Jason in second at 2.5978, followed by number 508, Tyler in third, 2.6043. Number 509, Max, cooling off from his personal best in Heat 6, finishes Heat 7 in fourth at 2.6095. A very evenly spaced top 4 in Heat 7, with each racer leading the next racer by about a wheel length. Race officials setting the stage for Heat 8. Fifth run already for the tropically themed number 512 Luke in lane 6, but it's really been a tough night at the beach for Luke. He finished his first run in the high 2.8 range, jumped all the way up to 2.6231 in Heat 4 before settling back into the 2.8 second range in his last 2 runs. He's had a really up and down night so far, so we may be due for a surprise here. Let's find out. Madam Starter. A good start. This is going to be close, and with his best time of the night, number 512 Luke absolutely stuns this virtual crowd as he wins Heat 8. Luke with his personal best of the evening, 2.6159 from lane 6. And just look at all that yellow as we had tight races all the way to the bottom of the board, where number 501 Clara held off number 507 Gunner by only 5/10,000ths of a second for 5th place. My goodness, what a race. Luke wins it out of the yellow lane, and then only 3/4 of a car length separating 1st from 6th. Incredible competition here in Webelos Heat 8. Phew. Try to catch our breath after that one. Next on the rails for the Webelos Heat 9. 5th runs for Thomas, Tyler, and Caleb. 4th runs for everyone else. Madam Starter. From lane 3, it's the purplish racer, number 508 Tyler, out in front. 2.5877 the winning time. Tyler back at the top of the big board in Heat 9 after finishing 3rd in his last 2 runs. Number 510 Jason in 2nd at 2.5925, just 5/1000ths off the lead. And a really good run by bone dry number 505 Thomas in the yellow lane. He finishes 3rd, but his time of 2.6246 is his best of the night so far. Thomas with an outside chance of making the top 6 if he can keep the pressure on, but he's likely going to need some help from other racers as we get to the late stages of the preliminary round. Heat 10 for the Webelos. 4th runs for Lucas and Elias. We haven't seen Elias since Heat 5. Meanwhile, the Old Glory racer, driven by number 506 Ben from Pack 194, making his 5th run. Ben's times have each been faster since his first run in Heat 1, but only by a little bit each time. He really needs to step it up here if he wants to improve his chances of making the finals. Madam Starter. Out of lane 4, the orange lane, number 503 Elias wins Heat 10. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so this is really pretty nuts. Elias is the 2nd racer tonight to win a heat out of lane 4, the orange lane, with a time of 2.5880. Number 511 Mateo did it in Heat 6. Bit of a 4-dimensional tie here in the Webelos Preliminaries. Meanwhile, a ridiculous burst of speed from number 514 Lucas to take 2nd place. His time in Heat 10 is his fastest run of the night by more than 0.07 of a second, and more than 1/10 and a half faster than his last run in Heat 7. Number 510 Jason finally rounds out the top 3, barely holding off number 511 Mateo for 3rd at 2.6171. 3 heats remaining in the Webelos Preliminaries. Final runs for Mateo and Tyler, 5th runs for everyone else. Heat 11, Madam Starter. Number 503 Elias wins, and that is a new 2021 Webelos record. 2.5580 the new mark, nearly 300ths faster than the previous mark set by Tyler in Heat 1. Tyler in 2nd here in Heat 11, 2.5910. Alex, meanwhile, nips Mateo at the finish line to take 3rd, 2.6003. How's this for hard luck? That is the 2nd time in a row that Mateo has finished 4th, and the 2nd time in a row that he's lost to the 3rd place racer by 5/10,000ths of a second. Yes, like life itself, the Pinewood Derby can be cruel sometimes. And as always, aerial coverage of tonight's race is provided by a kid in a blimp. Let's check in with our correspondent, Frank. Frank, you sure seem to be having a good time up there tonight.
Good time? I'm having a great time. I got $10 on that guy!
$10?
Yeah, me and the other aerial correspondents, you know? Girl in a gondola, boy in a balloon. We like to make things interesting. We do this for all the races.
Wait, no, Frank, you're betting on the Pinewood Derby? Frank, this is an exhibition race. You know, just for fun, just to see who could build the fastest car. No one's getting paid here tonight. Betting, that just goes against the spirit of the entire thing.
Oh, okay. But we'll stop after this round. I still got a chance at the daily double. And the trifecta's looking pretty good too.
No, Frank, I'm sorry, but this stops now. This is an exhibition race. Ladies and gentlemen, please. No wagering.
Fine.
Thank you. Now, I don't want to hear any more about this. Folks, I'm really sorry about that. Here at Chainbridge Sports, we really emphasize the importance of fun and good sportsmanship, and I really apologize if some of our staff are setting a bad example. We'll try to keep a better eye on their off... Heat 12. Where were we? Heat 12. 2 heats to go in the Webelos Preliminaries. Final runs for Max, Ben, Caleb, and Alex. In the last heat, number 509 Max was only a 10,000th of a second off his slowest time of the round, while number 513 Alex at the bottom of your screen posted his best time yet. But both of those racers are on the bubble for a spot in the finals, and they both need strong runs here. Heat 12, Madam Starter. Out of the light blue lane, it's Max with the win, and that is a huge rebound off his time in Heat 11. The winning time, 2.5956, is a new personal best for Max, and it's a strong statement from the Flash in his last run of the Webelos Preliminaries. Alex in second, but 2.6147 is certainly not as good of a time as he was hoping for. Number 501 Clara in the 59 Cadillac Eldorado finishes strong. Her time of 2.6388 is her best time of the round, and she finishes in third for the first time all night. Last heat of the Weevilos Preliminaries, Heat 13. Elias, Thomas, and Clara all coming off their best times of the round. The 6 racers on the line in Heat 13 with one more chance to stake a claim to the Webelos Finals. Madam Starter. From the blue lane, number 503 Elias wins Heat 13 with a time of 2.5937. Right behind him, just 25 ten-thousandths of a second later, number 510 Jason finishes second at 2.5962. Meanwhile, Thomas finishes third from the green lane, lane 3, at 2.6024. You know, number 505 Thomas really peaked at the right time in that last heat. He finished third for the second heat in a row, and his time, 2.6024, is his best time of the night by more than 0.02 of a second. Will that be enough to put Thomas into the finals? We will find out shortly. Before we do that, time to announce the winners of the 2021 Chainbridge District Design Competition for the Webelos. You know, the Pinewood Derby has really never just been about who can build the fastest car. From the very beginning, scouts have always looked to put a personal touch into their creations. To celebrate this, each year the Chainbridge District offers a design competition, separate from the speed competition, where scouts from the Chainbridge District can win awards for building cool, unique, or unusual car designs. So now, here are the winners of the 2021 Chainbridge District Design Competition for the Webelos. First up, congratulations to our third place winner, Frank, from Pack 194 in Arlington. Frank's entry in this year's design competition is Spring Truck, a vehicle based on Springtrap, a character from the video game Five Nights at Freddy's. Like its namesake, Cash's entry has beat-up rabbit ears, and the vehicle features a decrepit, rusty ball pit in the truck bed. Second place for the Webelos goes to Eddie from Pack 632 in Arlington. Eddie's entry in this year's design competition is Tar Heel Takes Flight, a rolling tribute to the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. Eddie's car features an epoxy resin Tar Heel logo embedded into a Pinewood body. Framing the car are 4 Carolina blue wheels that really complement the theme of his design. For UNC fans, it's the fastest foot on 4 wheels. And finally, our first place entry for the Webelos. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kissmobile, built by PEC 164 Webelos scout Aaron. Aaron's entry places 1970s rock band Kiss in their Lego minifigured, platform-heeled, tongue-wagging glory on a slick black concert stage car body. It's a shame this car didn't qualify for this year's speed competition, because seeing the Detroit Rock City bad boys racing down the rails would truly have been a sight to behold. So congratulations to Aaron, Eddie, and Frank, and thank you for sharing your creativity with us. Coming up this weekend, we'll announce the 2021 Chainbridge District Design Competition Grand Champion from among all the rank winners, so be sure to check that out too. And if you've got a great idea for a clever or cool Pinewood Derby car, we hope you'll consider entering it in next year's District Design Competition. And now, presented in random order, here are the 6 racers who will be competing in the 2021 Chainbridge District Weevilos Finals. The first Webelos finalist, from pack 665, number 510, Jason. Our second Webelos finalist, from pack 637, the number 508 car, Tyler. The third finalist for the Webelos, representing pack 126, number 503, Elias. The fourth finalist, from pack 1867, driving the number 513 car, Alex. Our next finalist, from pack 861, the number 511 car, it's Mateo. And the sixth and final finalist for the Webelos, from pack 641, the number 509 car is Max. Jason, Tyler, Elias, Alex, Mateo, and Max, the 6 finalists for the Webelos at the 2021 Chainbridge District Pinewood Derby. On behalf of the Chainbridge District, congratulations to all the participants for the Webelos in 2021. For those of you who are bowing out of the competition at this point, we thank you for all the time, energy, and hard work you put into building your cars this year. We hope you've enjoyed competing in the Chainbridge District Pinewood Derby, and we hope to see you again, in person hopefully, at next year's race. All right, to the 6 Webelos racers left standing. You've made it through the preliminaries. All that remains now, 6 more heats to test your mettle on the unforgiving aluminum of the Undisclosed Location Motor Speedway. Webelos finalists, prepare to race. And just a reminder before we get underway in this final round, the racers' times do not carry over from the preliminaries. In other words, all the racers' total times are back to 0 at the start of the Webelos Finals. 6 racers, 6 heats to determine the 2021 District Champion. Finals Heat number 1, Madam Starter. From the yellow lane, number 508 Tyler, the purplish racer, wins Heat 1 of the Webelos Finals. 2.5895 the winning time. That's only 3 thousandths of a second off his personal best this year, 2.5866 set in preliminaries Heat 1. That bodes well for Tyler, who in his 3rd consecutive appearance at the Chainbridge Pinewood Derby knows a thing or two about peaking at the right time. Behind Tyler, a very tight race for 2nd through 5th place, with number 510 Jason taking 3rd, just 1/10,000th of a second behind Max in 2nd place. Racers now leaning into the starting pegs for Heat 2. It is certainly still early, but these final rounds go quickly when there are only 6 heats, and you're in every one of them. So the drivers are hoping to keep the pedal down and the pressure on. Madam Starter. Out of lane 2, the blue lane. It's number 503 Elias out in front, edging out number 508 Tyler for the win in Heat 2. 2.5923 for Elias, with Tyler just 28/10,000ths behind at 2.5951. Yellow on the big board all the way down to 6th place, meaning we had super tight battles at every finished position, and less than 0.02 of a second separating 1st from 6th. Truly the hallmarks of a great race. And with a spread like that between 1st and 6th, you're expecting to see a 6-car wide parade, and you got it in Heat 2. Heat 3 up on the starting blocks now. No real clear trends emerging at this point in the finals, except as we just saw that we're 2 heats in, and the races have been incredibly close thus far. No reason to think that's going to change, so it's looking like the rest of these Webelos Finals are really going to be a treat. Madam Starter. Tyler wins Heat 3 out of the blue lane. Second time in a row that the blue lane has been victorious after Elias won Heat 2 from the azure striped lane. That's also Tyler's second Heat win of the finals after he was victorious in Heat 1. 2.592 the time for Tyler. Max in second at 2.6087, his second place finish in these finals. Number 511 Mateo finishes third, 2.6146. The first time he's finished that high in the standings since he placed first all the way back in Preliminaries Heat 6. A lot of yellow all the way down the board again. That trend, that nearly every position in these finals is completely up for grabs right now, is continuing. Here are the lane assignments for Heat 4 as we start the second half of the 2021 Webelos Finals. 3 more heats to determine the 2021 Webelos Chainbridge District Champion. Madam Starter. In first from the orange lane, a wobbly number 503 Elias. Still at 2.5813, Elias a full 100th ahead of Max at 2.5970 in second. Max just narrowly misses his best time of the night, having rolled to a 2.5956 time in Preliminaries Heat 12. Jason from Pack 665 finishes third, 2.6013. After Elias, once again, all yellow and red all the way down to 6th place. Now, admittedly, that was a very close race, only 0.07 of a second separating second from 6th. But it's interesting, nevertheless, to notice that the purplish racer driven by number 508 Tyler finished 6th in Heat 4. That's the first time he's finished lower than third all night, and it comes after he's already won 2 heats in the finals. Not a huge margin of victory, but nevertheless not a good omen for Tyler as the back half of the Webelos Finals get underway. This is going to get interesting, folks. The penultimate heat for the Webelos in 2021. 2 heats to go. Number 513 Alex leading off from the yellow lane, lane 6, in heat number 5. Alex just missed his best time of the night in Heat 4. He needs another good race here if he wants to be in the trophy conversation looming in the distance here at Undisclosed Location Motor Speedway. Heat 5, Madam Starter. Number 510 Jason wins Heat 5 out of the blue lane. 2.6037 the time. That's only Jason's second first place all night after coming out on top in Preliminaries Heat 3. Jason just edges out number 511 Mateo by 0.5 Mateo finishes second also for the first time since Preliminaries Heat 3. Number 513 Alex in third at 2.6062, his highest finished place in the finals thus far. Again, all red and yellow all the way down the big board. The second time in the finals that the margin of victory between first and 6th has been less than 0.02 of a second. Things getting interesting here, folks. Another 6-car wide parade at the finish line, and only a half-car length separating first from 6th. Last heat of the 2021 racing season for the Webelos, Finals Heat 6. Just an incredibly tight set of races here in these finals. How close? Here is an amazing statistic. Not that we're rooting for number 503 Elias to finish 6th in this last heat, but every one of the racers in this final round, with the exception of Elias, has finished a heat in 6th place. Folks, that is extraordinary, and it highlights how close these races are and just how competitive these Webelos Finals have been. The final race of the 2021 Webelos Chainbridge District Championship. Madam Starter. Tight race again, and Elias finishes first with a time of 2.5907. And he puts to rest any ideas his competitors might have had about Elias taking a turn at the bottom of the big board. Number 508 Tyler in second, 54 10,000ths behind, with number 510 Jason in third, again just a bumper length behind at 2.5984. Another tight race all the way to the end, and take a good look at that shot, Scouts. That is the widest margin of victory we've seen in these finals. Just an amazingly close set of races from start to finish. So Elias from pack 126 finishes first in Heat 6, and he manages to be the only Webelos racer tonight who did not finish lower than fourth in any of his 12 runs down the track here at Undisclosed Location Motor Speedway. Was that performance enough to take Elias to the top of the hill in these finals? He faces some stiff competition from several of his fellow finalists. We'll take a quick break to tally up the scores, and we'll be back to announce the results in just a moment.
Hi, my name is Owen, and you are watching the 2021 Pinewood Derby.
The official electricity provider of Chainbridge District Sports is WDBD. What does this
button do? Sorry.
The official electricity provider of Chainbridge District Sports is what did that button do?
Okay.
Don't touch that.
No scouts were harmed in the making of this sketch. One leader did get a nasty paper cut.
Welcome back to the 2021 Pinewood Derby. I'm Alan Mack. Several racers in the hunt for the first place trophy after tonight's incredible Webelos Finals, and we'll have the results for you in just a moment. First, let's take a look at the rank standings by average time. After 4 nights, we've had a different rank at the top of the standings each night, with each rank's race coming in faster than the last. Last night, the Bears claimed the top spot with a 2.6117 average time. Does the pattern continue tonight? Let's see how this evening's performances from the Webelos stack up. 2.6289 is the average time for the Webelos Scouts, and that will not be enough to take over the top spot. So the Bears reign supreme for a second night, with the Webelos finishing in the number 2 slot for now. Still one more night of preliminary racing coming up before we have the full picture, but this year's upper division races have certainly been very competitive. And now, presenting the results for the Webelos. In 6th place, from pack 1867, number 513, Alex, with a time of 13.0394. In 5th place, from pack 641, number 509, Max. Only 7/10,000ths of a second between 5th and 6th place. In 4th place, from pack 861, number 511, Mateo, with a time of 13.0385. Only 2/10,000ths of a second between 4th and 5th place. To the trophy winners now. In 3rd place, from pack 665, number 510, Jason, with a time of 13.0091. The 2021 runner-up for the Webelos, from pack 126, number 503, Elias, with a time of 12.9841. And the 2021 Chainbridge District Champion for the Webelos, from pack 637, number 508, Tyler, with a time of 12.9779. Congratulations to our trophy winners for the Webelos. Number 503, Elias, from pack 126, takes home the 2nd place trophy after just missing out on a trophy in the 2018 Chainbridge race, when he finished 4th as a Tiger. With tonight's win, meanwhile, Tyler from pack 637 becomes a 2-time Chainbridge District Champion, having previously won the District Championship as a Tiger in 2018. He also punches his ticket to the Chainbridge District Grand Finals coming up this weekend. One more night of preliminaries still to go. Tomorrow night, the Arrow of Light close out the ranked championships as they make their final runs as members of the Cub Scouts. The action starts tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and if you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified whenever new content is posted. Thanks for joining us for tonight's Webelos Preliminaries. I'm Alan Mack, and we will see you tomorrow at the track.
This has been a feature presentation of Chainbridge District Sports, the leader in Pinewood Derby television.